This small village in Cambodia, Svay Pak, has been reported as one of the most notorious towns for human trafficking. Just a few years ago, it was even too dangerous for our crew to walk the streets. But today, after years of hard and intentional work by Crossroads in-country partner ministries, the landscape is slowly changing. Recent reports have seen trafficking numbers drop from 98% to 60%. Perhaps that's why this young girl, Tola, was told to come to Svay Pak and look for Rahab's House, a restorative care center for girls like her.
It is shocking when you think about it, right? But again, I think that's what the radical love of Christ does. That outside of this community, people knew there was a safe place there. There was a place you could go where you would be loved and cared for. And if you did that, if you came there, good things would happen to you. And she had heard that. She came here believing already that this was a good place and a safe place.
From the young age of 5, Tola had suffered harsh abuse at the hands of her own mother, extended family, and employers.
I was forced to work all the time. They didn't give me any bread or rice or anything to eat, just work.
Tola experienced what we now recognize as modern slavery. The UN estimates there are more than 21 million modern slaves today, many who, like Tola, are forced into harsh labor with little or no pay.
When I was working as a construction worker, I was carrying heavy things. A man should be doing that job, not a woman like me. And when I was exhausted, I would try to rest and they would beat me up. They beat me for everything I did. I did not have enough to eat, and I felt like my life was over.
Tola escaped several times, traveling from family member to family member in hopes of finding a safe haven, but was abused every time.
I felt hopelessness with all the bad things that was happening to me. I started to question everything. Who created me and why must I suffer?
Finally, a friend told her about Rahab's house in Svay Pak. There, she found a warm bed, and for the first time in her life, kindness from the staff who welcomed her into their community.
When I first came to Svay Pak, I didn't know what they were doing here, but I did feel their love, and I wanted to know more about them, like why were they reading the Bible every day? So I started going to morning devotionals, but I still didn't know how to read the Bible.
As Tola experienced love and care, she slowly began to trust Jesus and heal from her past.
I feel like I have a new family, and my new family makes me feel warm and supported. They give me hope. I get encouragement now when I feel low or frustrated. I now feel love for the very first time in my life.
And God had even more in store for Tola. This woman, Carla, was working with our partner ministry as a doctor and teacher when Tola arrived.
I had a dream of having a big family, and so when I came, at first I'm like, okay, no husband, no chances to have children. And then one day I had met Tola at Svay Pak, and we started a relationship, and she wanted to learn English, so she came and she tried to speak English to me. I gave her a couple of English classes, and then God just went working in our relationship, and one day he said, adopt Tola. And I'm like, ah.
So Carla did adopt Tola as her daughter, a profound change for this young girl who never experienced a mother's love.
So at first it was always testing. She would always like, do you really love me? Why do you love me? Why God chose me to be your daughter?
He changed my direction in life. I didn't feel love, but now I do. I feel whole, and I feel like I could have a good future. The pain I felt before is gone. When I am with my new family, I'm no longer afraid and I feel loved.
Now Tola is learning how to read and write and has dreams of helping others.
I want to be a translator. I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm willing to put in the hard work because it's worth it. I want to help the poor, help the people like me. I want them to experience the freedom I have now in God.
And her story is touching the life of other girls who have suffered through slavery or trafficking.
When I look at Tola, I'm constantly shocked how anybody could treat her the way she's been treated. I just don't get how human beings can do that. I mean, I know it happens, but she's such a gentle spirit, I just can't imagine how people would have ever treated her that way. But to see her now in an environment where she is loved and blessed and valued is just the most exciting thing. And the most exciting thing for her too. I mean, she loves the Lord, she's got a whole new life. Is life perfect for her? Is it easy for her? Not necessarily, just like the rest of us, but does she have hope? Absolutely. And so it's a wonderful thing to see her, even in that environment, thriving.
Crossroads continues to partner with organizations that are caring and transforming the lives of girls like Tola. Will you join us in this incredible work? Visit crossroads.ca and give life.